And I'm Barbara West for Marla Weech. Next on the Eyewitness News Update, it's the tourist versus the teenagers on jam-packed International Drive, and someone has to go. We'll have a live update.
Some teens go to a new kind of club to find fun without hard drinking and hot cars. We'll take you there live.
And there's a known killer on the loose in this building.
Live from Channel 9, Central Florida's news leader, this is the Eyewitness News Update.
Good evening. Our top story tonight, teen hangouts.
One of the favorite places, of course, for teens who like to cruise is International Drive, but local authorities have been trying to curb that appetite.
Have they been successful? Steve Olson begins our team coverage with a live report from International Drive. Steve.
Well, Bud and Barbara, we're down here on the Strip, and yes, they have been trying to curb this for about the past year and a half. They've had patrols down here, but it doesn't really appear to be working. As a matter of fact, it'll be like this until about 1 or 2 in the morning. Radios blaring and car engines revving. International Drive, the parking lot on a Friday and Saturday night. Teens cruising in cars and some sailors cruising the sidewalks.
We got a little spending money this weekend. We just got paid, and we're going to live it up a little bit.
The foot patrol cops, called Delta Patrol, are here too on the weekends to help regularly assign police. They helped make the collar on 2 suspects that wouldn't pull over for a traffic offense and almost ran down 5 officers. Not all the offenses down here are this major. These 2 got tickets for the passenger hanging out of this truck.
I was in the car, man, and arms hanging out ain't no big thing. He said my head was all the way up over the roof.
You be the judge of that. This is what got him the $32 ticket. Why do so many young people come down here to cruise?
Just seeing the cars and the girls and stuff. Something to do.
The police often have to explain all this cruising business to bewildered tourists. They apparently don't do this in England, where this gentleman's from.
We tendency to go to the disco and pick up the girls at the discotheque. It seems a far more sensible thing to do than just drive up and down the street back and forward.
Back and forward's not the word for it. We were down here about 7:30, 8 o'clock tonight. We've seen some cars that are still down here going up and down the Strip. Now, there are some rumblings that they might try to get an anti-cruising ordinance down here, but that's just talk right now. They have tried that in other areas of the country, we're told, and they have enforced it with some success. But nothing in the works yet down here. Bud and Barbara, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Steve. We can see that you're attracting a crowd yourself. Well, not all the kids cruise International Drive on a Friday night. Some choose another way to have fun, which may be cleaner and safer.
It's a teen club, one of the few in Central Florida. So let's check it out live now with Steve Jervey, who continues our team coverage. Steve?
Well, Bud and Barbara, this is Scatz nightclub, and you can see behind me there's a pretty active group of people here. This seems to be a pretty good alternative to cruising and hanging out and abusing drugs and alcohol. In the time we've been here, hundreds of kids have come through here. It doesn't appear to be any signs of any ill doing. Pretty good crowd here, but compared to Saturday night, this is a small crowd. For Central Florida's teenagers, there aren't many things to do on a Friday night. They're too young for bars and too old for slumber parties. So many are grateful there's a place like Scatz to come and dance.
This is the first time I've been here. I just came here to party. I live in Chicago, and I'm just down visiting, and my friends and I were out cruising, and we just thought we'd come and party.
This is kind of more of a clean fun, I think, going out, drugs, alcohol, whatever, and you have a good time while you're here, you know? It's just not, well, let's get wasted and, you know, fall down and get drunk, but it's not like that. People are here pretty friendly, and it's a nice place to come.
But the doors close at 1 a.m., and some kids leave here to go cruising on what they like to call I Drive.
I usually go there after I get done here. We usually leave here about 11:30 and we cruise up there.
But for most of this crowd, the night will end here. With me is Fred Brown, the manager of Scatz, a young adult club. How do your neighbors feel about this?
Well, we make every effort we can to be good neighbors. We run a tight ship and we clean the neighborhood as best we can.
As far as we can tell, Bud and Barbara, that seems to be the reaction of the kids and the people around the area.
Steve, how old do you have to be to go there, and where exactly is that located?
Well, we're located off Colonial Drive on Bennett, right?
That's correct.
Okay, and you have to be 20 years of age or younger.
It's high school through 20, that's correct.
Okay, so it's a pretty good age group, and it seems to be a pretty well-behaved crowd.
Okay, thank you, Steve Jervey. In Brevard County, 2 teenagers apparently got drunk and ransacked Astronaut High School.